pressure. He cuts off the tackle, the 50, the 45, the 40, 35, the 30.
And Lumpkin dove in the end zone, and we got a touchdown in overtime. He dove over right tackle.
Hi, I'm Stacy Searles, the offensive line coach at the University of Georgia. Today we're going to go over our run fundamentals and also our pass fundamentals. On day one, we're going to introduce the stance. We always start with our feet slightly wider and shoulder width apart. Okay, we'll drop down and put our elbows on knees. All right, if you're right guard or right tackle, you put your right hand out in front of your right big toe. If you're left guard or left tackle, you'll reach out and put your hand in front of your left big toe. Okay? We want a good balanced stance. All right, these guys on this side, right guard and right tackle, left guard and left tackle as they face us. I want a balanced stance. Okay? The weight should be equally distributed. 33, 33, 33 and a third, right in the middle. Okay? From this stance, you should be able to run block, pass block, or pull. Now you can see it from the ground level. As you go to put your hand down, slide your foot back. At Georgia, we teach a toe to instep relationship. So our toe to our instep. The next drill we do on day one, or we do this every day as a warm-up drill, is a duck demeanor drill. Okay, this encompasses both run and pass movements, run and pass blocking movements. We always start with things very quick, so I'll tell them to break down, and they'll pop down quickly, all right? Then we will shuffle side to side. The definition of a shuffle is if my right foot goes 6 inches, my left foot goes 6 inches. I want tight feet to the ground, all right? When we're side to side, I want our hands up in front of our face like you can see the center doing here and the left guard. We want to keep a good wide base, and we want to press off the back foot. It's not necessarily reaching with our play side foot, but pressing off the back foot. So we'll go side to side, and then we'll kick. This is like a pass set we're taking. We'll kick, we'll go back, then we'll post set up, which is an inside set. All right. We'll duck walk forward and backwards, and then they sprint out. Snap down quickly, side to side, kick set, post set. We really want to get our elbows in tighter than we're doing here. The next drill we're doing is the angle board drill. On this drill, at first we want to check their stance, make sure they got a good stance like we talked about a while ago. And we're training our feet not to cross over on the inside zone play. It's very important that the offensive lineman have a good wide base. All right, you want to put your foot, all right, all these guys here, when we're zoning to our left, you want to put your left toe, left big toe at the point of the board. You're going to take a slight settle step and duck walk down the board. We'll go full speed for 5 yards, then we'll go form up on the other boards. We want to keep our elbows tight to our sides. We want tight feet, get as many steps in the ground as we can. Okay, now the next step in our progression is what we call down and reach. Okay, 2 of the guys in this drill will be executing a down block, and the other 3 will be executing a reach block. So here, the center, the guy in the middle, the left guard and left tackle are blocking a zone, just like we had a while ago. It's a zone to the left. They want to settle and get their hat on the play side number and just press the guy, cover him up, and press him down the line of scrimmage. The right guard and right tackle are doing a down block, okay? So they're going to step, foot to crotch, hat to the V of the neck, get strong with their outside hand, and it'd be like they're blocking down and someone's pulling. So you can see the left side, how they're putting their hat play side number. You do not want to cross over the board like the left tackle does here. You want tight feet down the line of all the way down the board. Good job by the left guard here. Really fast, tight feet. When you're looking at a lineman from behind, you shouldn't see their elbows, okay? You want their elbows in tight, their thumbs up, their hands inside. We sprint back. The main thing we want to teach here at the University of Georgia is people playing with great effort. So that's the reason we sprint back. Here's a ground view. I'm going the other way, so the center, the right guard and right tackle are zone blocking, whereas the left tackle and left guard are blocking a down block. Get strong with your outside hand. Step foot to crotch, hat to the V of the neck. Get strong with your outside hand. Sprint back with effort. Here's the left tackle zoning. See him put his hat on the play side number. Hands should go to the armpits of these dummies. Don't cross over. Have a base, but good effort. The next drill we'll do is the T-boards versus the down lineman. Now, what we're trying to simulate in this drill for the center, right guard, and right tackle is a very tight zone play, okay? The guy's almost head up us in alignment. These are the steps you would take. You take a slight settle step. Your second step gets into the ground as quick as you can, and you want to shoot your hat and hands as hard as you can, drive the guy off the ball. Okay? The left side, they're in a gap scheme, meaning we're blocking down. Okay? We're blocking down, we're pulling somebody from the backside, such as a power play. So the left tackle is going to T-board to the right and get right down the middle of the guy. We sprint back. Okay, now we'll offset to the right. Now we're going to T-board step to the left. Offset right, T-board left versus a down lineman. You want to shoot your hat and hands. I really like to see us rolling our hips. When I blow the whistles when they sprint back. You can see the settle step. Hats go, the hands go right to the armpit. Now let's lock the guy out and press him. On a tight zone play, it's very important to get 2 steps in the ground as quick as you can. I'd like us to be a little more violent with our hands. But good job having a good base. Now, the next drill is T-boards versus a linebacker. Okay? Very similar as T-board versus D lineman, but now you've got to carry your pad level lower for a longer period of time. We set the linebackers at 5-yard depth. They're offset 2 yards, and they're going to shuffle over and give these linemen a shot. Okay? We're going to zone to our right, all right, and we want to run through the linebackers. We don't want to squat on linebackers. We still want to shoot our hat and hands inside and drive the guy with a base. But this drill is to teach linemen not to squat on linebackers, learn how to carry their pads low for a longer period of time, and explode right under the linebacker's chin. You can see a side view. Make sure we have a good base on contact. It's a mistake we make a lot, and the linebacker can shuck us. We do this drill both ways, just like we did versus the down lineman. Okay, day 2. Every day, as I said before, we start with a duck demeanor drill. You saw it, same drills we did before. All right, on day 2, we're going to work the shoots. The first thing we want to do in the shoots is teach the offensive lineman what it feels like to get in a good fit position, okay? So we're down in the fit position. The guys on defense, all right, put their hands under the elbows of the offensive lineman, all right? They should bend their knees like a linebacker, put their hands under him to support him. the offensive line, I want you to bend your knees, all right? I want your elbows in tight. I want your hands in his chest. I want you to not have your head down or have it back too far. It's almost like you're looking through your eyebrows. Okay, this way you won't hurt your neck. The command for this, I'll say fit up, right foot drive. Okay, and now when I give the snap count, they'll step with their right foot. We'd really, and this they're going with their left here. We'd really want to snap and roll our hips, all right, and press the guy. Same thing as all our drills, we sprint back with effort. Here you can see it. This is what the fit should look like. Good flat back. Our knees are bent. Elbows in tight. We should start the drill by rolling our hips. Then we're going to get our feet in the ground as quick as we can. Take a good quick step. Right here, we're stepping with our left foot. Try to get 2 steps in the ground as quick as you can and press the guy. Elbows in tight. We'll do this drill. I'll say fit up. You know, right foot drive. They'll go, then they'll come back. I'll say fit up, left foot drive. Stepping with your right first, your left second. All right, so we've taught them what the fit is. Now we want to get from our stance, all right, to that fit drill. So the next drill is step to the fit, all right? And step to the fit, I want to come off the ball. I'm in my stance. I want to get 2 steps in the ground. I want to explode into this guy with my hat and hands and drive him for about 2 yards and then get back in the fit position. So we come off the ball. We're all stepping with our left foot here. Shoot hat and hands and bend their knees back in the fit position. I'll release them by blowing the whistle. They should stay down in the fit until I blow the whistle. Here's a side view of it. Hands go right to the armpits. Notice how he's looking through his eyebrows. He's not hitting with the top of his head. He's not hitting with just his face. Hit more with his forehead. Get 2 steps in the ground as quick as you can. Now we're fit up. Bend your knees. You know, these guys have to be really firm on defense or the drill won't work. Now we put it all together. All right, we're putting it all together. Right foot drive. So we're going to come off the ball. We're going to explode into the guy, hat and hands. We're coming off the ball with a good, now we're into the fit, and we finish with a drive. Notice we all should have a good base, good wide base. Press the guy, then we sprint back. So in the shoots, we do the fit, the step to fit, then we put it all together with the drive. The next drill we do is a reach and cutoff drill. Okay? We're just teaching a basic reach block. Now, a while ago, you know, we did the drill where we zone with the boards. Now I want to see if they can keep a good wide base without the boards down. So we're going to get 2 steps in the ground, shoot our hat to the play side number, and press the guy. We don't want to try to wheel the guy. We're just trying to cover the guy up and press him and let the back make a move off of us. This would be blocking the inside zone to the right. 79 is the right tackle, 60 is the right guard. Now here's the center. Now with the center, on the play side zone, okay, with the right guard and right tackle, we don't want them to ever cross their feet. That's why they should have a good base here. The center at times, because the guy's so close to him, is going to have to cross his feet. So you can see the center crossing over here. He's going to shoot his hat, play side number, and press the guy. This is a good job by the right guard, number 60, getting 2 steps in the ground and keeping a good wide base. You can see his hat placement. Press those, you can see him squeezing his elbows back inside. You don't want to see the elbows from behind. They want to be in tight. Elbows in tight, thumbs up. See the center crossing over and pressing the guy. Now, backside, that was the reach part of this drill. Now, backside, this is an 18-inch cutoff. You want to pick out a spot 18 inches inside of the defender's foot. This is the left guard and the left tackle, okay? The ball's inside. So here, pick out a spot 18 inches inside, and you want to run a 40-yard dash through that spot, okay? You want to open, cross over, and rip your left shoulder underneath. The ball would be going to the right here, and this is a backside cutoff. Here you can see it from ground level. You can see how number 77 here is taking a drop step to get some depth, crosses over, then rip. At times we'll do the same thing and cut backside. 60 is the right guard, 79 is the right tackle. 18-inch cutoff. The next drill we'll do is teaching how to pull. This is when we're pulling to trap or pulling to kick out a backer outside the box. The way we do it, we got 5 boards here. I want your heels even, your near heel to the board even with the back of that board, okay? I'll give a command, a set hike, all right, and they're going to take the initial step that we do on pulling. When we pull, we teach to put your mental weight on the right foot, okay? That way there's no false steps. We press off, here we're pulling to our left, so we press off our right foot, and we will swing our elbow back. Okay, some people use a term like cranking a lawnmower or just swinging your arm as hard as you can. You can see 60's elbow coming back pretty good. We want to point our toe down the line, all right, the direction we're going to run. So, first one step. All right, they get back in their stance, give the command, 1 step. On the third one, we run, full speed. We're running and going knocking the dummy down. Here you can see how we want them to point their toe down the line of scrimmage. The 2 guards are doing a pretty good job. The reason we say we're going to point our toe down the line of scrimmage is we're opening our hips where we can run and get a little depth. Again, we'll do 2 with just 1 step, and then on the third one, we're sprinting. So that's pulling to the left. Now we're pulling to the right. On the command, they really rip that elbow back, pointing your toe down the board. They'll do 2 of them that are 1 step, and on the third one, we're sprinting. On day 3, we're going to introduce our pass fundamentals, okay? We'll always start with our sets, our pass sets. The centers are not in this drill right here, but we have the right guard, right tackle, 60 and 79, the left guard and left tackle, 71 and 77. We start out with the guy head up us, okay? The ball's in, between 71 and 60. We start out, the guy's nose to nose on us. Here we teach them to take a post set, okay? The relationship we want to end up with is where our outside eye is on his inside eye, okay? To do that, we got to take a post set, which is a slight inside set. Number 77 does a pretty good job here. Post inside, his left eye would be on the defender's, also his left eye. Our outside eye is on his left inside eye. We want to have our knees bent, our hands go to the chest to strike. So we start out head up. Then we'll shade the defenders. All of them will shade to our left. So on the left side, for me to have my outside eye on his inside eye, I'm going to take a slight kick set, carrying my weight inside. 77, the left tackle, does a good job. 71 is a little overset here. Now, over here, the right guard and right tackle, 60 and 79, are going to take a post set. Okay, when a guy is already inside of you, we teach him to try to get at least nose to nose. If we go all the way where our outside eye is on his inside eye, it's too big of set. Our feet are off the ground too long. Now we'll shade them to our right. So the right side is taking a slight kick set, carrying your weight inside, being inside out. The left side is post setting, working to get nose to nose. Here's a good angle. This will be a post set. Good job by this tackle. Slightly up and in, staying square. My outside eye is on his inside eye. Now the guy's head up or inside. I'm going to take a post set, go to get nose to nose. Notice his hand placement, striking the breastplate. Now he's outside. I'll take a slight kick set. So if he's head up or inside, we post set. If he's slightly outside, we kick set. The way we teach our sets, the further away the guy is from us, the wider the defender is, the deeper we'll set. The closer he is to us, the shorter we'll set. The next 4 drills are the movement part of pass protection. Okay? The first drill we do is a mirror drill. The coaching points on this drill is we want to break down like a linebacker. Bend your knees. We put our hands behind our back and lock to our wrist. We tell the defender is going to run cone to cone. But one of the main coaching points for the offensive lineman is pick out a target. We want big eyes on the target. Pick out a corner of his number and stare at that. Don't get caught up in his head or all the movement. You follow his core and you'll be right. Again, we want to shuffle here. The definition of a shuffle is my right foot moves 6 inches, my left foot moves 6 inches. I want to press off my back foot. I want to always keep a good wide base. Okay, when it gets time to change directions, I don't want to click my heels together. A lot of guys will do that. I want to press off the back foot. Stick your foot in the ground when you change directions. And press off the back foot. So good job by the guy here on the left, 77. Good tight feet to the line of scrimmage. We want body control. The next drill we'll do is the bull drill. All right, this is learning how to stop a bull rusher from just running over you. The way we teach it is we always start, we break down, good football position. The offensive guy will start with his hands outside. The defender will have his hands inside. On the command to start, we replace our hands, and we always replace them outside and come back up underneath. I tell the defender just put his hands outside now, and he's going to bull rush him. All right? He's just going to walk steady or press him really steady, bullying the guy back. Okay? We want to give ground grudgingly. We want to fight it as hard as we can. We want to stay off our toes. We want all our cleats in the ground. As he bulls us, after about 3 yards, I'll tell him to pop it. And this is what happens naturally when a guy catches you in a bull rush at times. Now you got to throw out your anchor. All right, so we start with our hands outside. We replace. Now give ground grudgingly. Get all your cleats in the ground. All right, we pop it at the end. Notice how we replace. From outside, then back up underneath. Hands inside wins. Okay, the next drill we do is a push-pull drill. This drill is a body control drill. One of the hardest things to teach linemen is to have great body control. Okay, sometimes they get out of control, they're floppy. But what we do here, we break down like a linebacker. We put our hands behind our back and lock our wrist. Okay, on defense, you take your right hand and put it behind his neck. The left hand is on his shoulder. And now we'll push the offensive guy back, and then we'll pull him to us. And what we want to do, when he goes to bull us back or push us back, we want to arch our back and fight pressure. When he pulls us, we want to sink our tail and walk up into him with tight feet. It's like throwing out an anchor. He pulls, we sink our tail. He bulls, we arch our back and fight it. We try to get the offensive lineman not to be floppy when we do this. All right? Be solid. Telephone pole right down the center of your body. The next drill we do is a combo drill. We put it all together. Now we're combining the mirror, the bull, and the push-pull. We start out in a down stance, a three-point stance, okay? And we want to jump the guy. This is like play-action pass for us. We're short-setting the guy. So we jump him, we shoot our hands inside, okay? The defender will go side to side with us. That's the mirror part. Then he'll push us backwards. Then he'll pull us. That's the push-pull part. Okay, we'll put it all together. As this drill advances, okay, you can incorporate a spin and a rip and some things like that. But when we first start the drill, we just want to go side to side, backwards and forwards. You want to be very strong with your hands, okay? You want to control the drill with your hands. If the guy is going to your right, okay, he's going to his right here, press hard with your right hand. He goes left, press hard with your left. Control the drill with your feet and hands. We always want to be intense with our feet and hands in pass protection. Okay? Now, on day 4, we're going to start our punch part of pass protection. Okay? The first thing we're going to teach is how to strike. We call the drill punch away. Okay? We break down like a linebacker, and we put our hands up on the defender's chest. When we're not in pads, we have the dummies here. It's very important for the defender to hold the dummy very tight to his chest. You don't want it to be loose. Okay? We start the drill by pushing away. And then we want to strike the guy. Okay? It's like a 6-inch jackhammer. Strike him. When you're doing a good job, you'll see his head pop back. Then each time, we'll strike and reset. Start to drill, you push off, strike, strike. Okay, from this side view, you can see we want to strike from almost a 60% extension to 90% extension. And this is just teaching the initial strike. What we want to do as offensive linemen in pass protection is strike the guy and stop his initial charge and make him start over. The next drill we'll do in our pass progression is what we call A to B. We're going to see how quick our hands can get from point A to point B. All right? Here, we're in an up stance. It's like it's third and long. Everybody knows we're throwing the ball, so we're up. We want to take a quick set, a quick pass set like we talked about earlier, okay? And we want to strike the defender. The defender, I tell this guy, pretend you have a Louisville Slugger in your hand, and you're going to hit the guy right in the face. Swing it as hard as you can. So now we're going to take a set and punch. This is teach us to take a good pass set and get our hands up. Some guys take a set and they leave their hands down, and the defender gets on us too quick. This is just taking a set and getting their hands up. Make sure you teach them to take a good pass set. They should widen that foot about 6 inches. Here, both these guys are kick setting. If he's a left tackle, the guy will be to his left. If he's a right tackle or right guard, the guy would be to his right. The way we do the drill, we'll do 2 from the up stance, 2 from the up stance, 2 from the down stance. The next drill we do is teaching how to keep our hips square when we take a pass set and the guy's rushing. So I have these 5 boards on a 45-degree angle. We really feel like if we can, especially for our tackles, if we can get 3 good kicks in the ground with our hips semi-square, the pocket will always be wide enough for the quarterback to get the ball off. When you turn your hips in pass protection, you give the guy a 2-way go, and he can beat you outside or beat you back up and under inside. So here, I'm telling them to put their mental weight on their inside foot, and we want to explode back. Explode back with a kick set, okay? We want to keep our hips square. If you step on the board, you're opening your hips and you're getting turned too much. So we'll do one from the up stance, then we'll do one from the down stance. Got to be able to pass protect from both stances. Here we are from a down stance. You can see how he's really pressing off that inside foot. Kicking with a left. Stand square. This is a left tackle. Got his hands up, ready to protect. Carry your weight inside. When you kick, you should see the inside foot dragging the ground. It shouldn't be coming off the ground. The next step in this is what we call offsides rush. Okay, now the guy, sometimes guys will have a wide rusher, and the first thing that they want to do is just open up and turn to the guy. When you do that, like I said, you can get beat inside or outside. So now we're learning how to explode back, keeping our hips square. We strike the guy. Again, staying square. Carrying your weight inside, not just opening up to the guy. Carry your weight inside. We'll do that from the up stance, then we'll come back and do it from the down. Explode back. Don't raise up out of your hips. Stay low. Bend, keep your knees bent. To really explode back, I want to try to get them to punch the outside number of the defender. Now the defender, he puts his toe on the line where our toes are. Okay? He's got his hand about a foot behind the guy's outside number, and he's just trying to snatch the shoulder pad and clear himself. So when I give the command to go, defender, you try to grab his back number and clear your hips, just like a defensive lineman would do. Now, what we do here is I want the defender to go up about 3 steps, and then he's going to come back under. He's countering. Now, we got to explode back. He comes back underneath. We punch the inside number. And so we go from a kick back to a post set. Kick set, back to a post set. Striking the inside number now. Strike. You see his hand placement better here. Hands inside and win. Staying on balance. Okay, that's it for our offensive line drills. This is our run fundamentals and pass fundamentals that we do at the University of Georgia. We try to do these over and over as many times as we can. We want the guys to get good at these drills. We don't invent a whole lot of new drills every week or every year, but we try to do these drills each and every day in the spring, each and every day in summer practice, and hopefully they'll help your guys out also.